Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the February 4th regular meeting of Walpole Select Board. It's now 7 o'clock. I call the meeting to order. Let's stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So we have a relatively brief agenda tonight, one appointment and then a little bit of new business. So let's move on to our one and only appointment. We have the town clerk, Liz Gaffey, here to talk to us about the annual apportionment of town meeting representatives. So Liz, good to see you. Welcome.
Thank you. So yes, as you said, it's our annual apportionment for the RTMs. Taking a look at the figures, which I did provide for you, I really didn't have any substantial change. Actually, they seem to be down just a little bit in each of the precincts. It's a pretty clear list after a presidential election. We know how many voters that we have and how many, and it's done by residents by precinct. So working with those numbers, we seem to be, I think I'm going to leave it the way it is because it seemed to be well balanced out that way. So so my recommendation is not to change the way they're split out from last year.
Yeah, I looked at it, made sense to me. I agree with what you concluded. So any questions for Liz? Take a motion, please.
I'll make a motion to remain with the current apportionment as recommended by the town clerk.
Second?
Motion and second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0. Thank you, Liz.
Great.
Appreciate
Can
it.
I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
Are we on for a May election this year?
We are.
Okay.
So it is Tuesday, May 20th, and it'll be 8 to 8. So we'll have the warrant given to you,
Great.
for you
I just
guys
wanted to double check. Like I knew
Yes.
that had sort of moved through, but
Right, so the special legislation came through.
okay.
So it's all signed, sealed, and delivered, so the calendar is reflected that way, so it's nice.
Liz and I have talked, we spoke this morning, and papers, the last day to pull papers is March 28th. They're due back by April 1st, right?
Yes,
Great.
and they're available now, and we've had some their interest in it, so it's pretty nice. Yeah, it's the first time that the first 2 days has been, we're filling up the book, so that's nice.
Good.
Yeah, so it should be a good ballot.
All right. Anything else for Liz?
Nope. Thank you.
Thanks, Liz.
Okay,
Appreciate
you're
it.
welcome.
A little early for open forum, so we'll move on to new business. First up, the MWRA project funding assistance. Rick, are you going to take us through this, or Jim? Lisa? You're all here. All right.
Good evening.
Hi, Rick. Thanks for being here.
So this is seeking authorization of the board to sign the financial assistance, loan portion of the financial assistance that the MWRA offers for I&I. This was voted, I believe, fall annual town meeting 22 under Article 12. So we're just seeking, again, the board's authorization for Lisa to proceed with the loan portion. So that this is, under this contract, we will do approximately $335,000 worth of investigative work in the system, trying to identify gallons to remove at a later date under the same financial assistance.
Great. Yeah, how many times have we gone through this now?
This will be the third round for the entire system.
Third round, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and as they continue to move forward, they continue to find gallons. As the infrastructure ages, more and more leaks and deficiencies and defects in the system occur. So.
Sure, of course. Okay, any questions for Rick? Jim, anything you would add?
No, just keep up the good work, and
Okay.
thank you, ladies.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'll make a motion. I move that the forms of votes presented to this meeting be adopted as written and incorporated into the minutes of this meeting in full.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0. Still a little early for open forum, so we'll keep going. We have a bid contract award. Jim?
Sure, recommend favorable action for bid contract number 25-12. That's the catch basin cleaning. Recommend favorable action to roadway maintenance services at a low bid of $173,000. I note that the next and only other bid we have is $660,000, and there's a pretty big discrepancy in the bids there. Ben actually followed up and inquired as to that, and I think Rick provided the opinion that basically this roadway maintenance services company is,
So this bid that roadway submitted is more in line what I would have expected. We've used this company for the past 12 years without regret. This is like a 7.5% increase over the last year's contract, so their bid was a good bid, the other one was way out of line
Way out,
for
yeah.
whatever reason.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions for Rick or Jim? Mark?
I'll make a motion to award the bid contract 2025-12 to Roadway Maintenance Services, Inc.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0. Thank you. Thank you, Rick. Appreciate it. All right, still a couple minutes before open forum, so let's keep on going. Jim, you're running a furniture sale?
yes,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, we're actually cleaning out the attic. And got a couple items, or a bunch of items here. 26 desk chairs, 17 tables, a podium, 6 file cabinets, 1 shelf, 1 desk. Stephanie's developed a really good system that we've been utilizing, online bidding. I think it's called MuniBid, right, Pat? Municipid. And basically, we handle it all on our own. She goes up, takes the pictures, posts it to it. They take a very small fee, and it will go back into the town coffers. So maybe we'll be able to get something for it. If not, we'll declare it and toss it. So.
Okay. Questions? Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the request to declare furniture items listed on the January 23rd memo as surplus.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0. Let's keep going. Consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent items as listed on the February 4th agenda.
Seconded.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of December 16th, 2024, and January 21st, 2025, as presented.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
4-0. All right, close enough to 7:10, open forum. Anybody here for open forum? Being none, we'll move on to the town administrator's report. Jim?
You're flying.
I am.
Look at you.
Yep.
Okay, just a few items here tonight. Warrant has been sent off to town council for review. We have 17 articles right now. 5 of them are the zoning assistance, 1 of them's the ADU, and 1 of them's the floodplain map. Planning board is not sponsoring the zoning articles. I received confirmation from the chair today. So as we're ready to go forward with it, and we're comfortable with it. We already sent off notice to them to meet all the requirements. Finance committee started meeting last evening. They reviewed the town budgets and voted favorably on them, with the exception of the education budgets and the benefits budgets, more or less to hold off to figure out what we're doing with the health insurance to get those final numbers. And sewer and water is set to consider their budget on February 24th. I spoke to the chair today, and he's going to ask all the members to make sure they get in any questions ASAP within the next week or so to address that. But that's about it.
Any questions for Jim? Do we have to take a vote to sponsor those articles?
Actually, Aoife and I were talking about that today. I would like to formally have you guys take a vote to do it, and I was going to go back and look at the language for your next meeting. So,
Okay,
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
good. Yeah, I'm perfectly good
Yeah.
doing it. Just
Yeah.
want to make sure we do it right. Okay. All right, anything else, Jim?
No?
Okay, so that concludes our formal agenda for this evening. We are going to go into executive session at this point. And as required by the rules, I hereby declare it is the board's intention to go into executive session for purpose 3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of a public body, and the chair so declares. A discussion of the foregoing in open session could compromise the purpose of the executive session, with the select board not returning to open session at the conclusion of the executive session.
I'll make a motion that the select board will enter into executive session for the purpose stated by the chair, with the board not returning to open session at the conclusion of the executive session. This must be a roll call.
Roll call vote. Ally?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Actually, I think we need a second.
Seconded.
Thank you. Ally?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Glenn?
Yes.
And Jim, yes. We're now in executive session, and we will not return when we exit executive session. Thank you and good night.